Welcome to In the Workshop. In this video I'll show you how I built this. Okay, so we've made this concrete pad here. We've got slabs down the side and they're at a slight angle because I want rain to run quickly away. So with this carport it comes in 5 separate boxes. So the kit does come with a manual and it says building is a 3-person job at minimum. So what I'm going to do is try and do it on my own. There's Tommy out. Don't look like he's going to help. Just having a nosy. I'll put you on time lapse, but keep stopping after I do certain amounts and show you how I've put it together. Figuring out for how they get together, because there's some holes in different places that you got to make sure are going to match up with the other bits, and they're all going together with these screws that you also use for the roofing. So they're self-drilling and tapping screws with a rubber washer on them. So I'm going to get on and make the next 3 of these, sorry. And then we'll get on with the next. Got them done, so now we've got to attach these number 4s to them top pieces. That's what we're on with now. Hello Tommy. So the next bit we've got is the bottom pieces, just there. Got them to do. Got someone keeping an eye on us up here. Starting to get dark. Okay, so I've got these bottom bits made up. Obviously they're not bolted down yet. They will get bolted down because they've got brackets that go over them. So what I've got to do now is get these and stand them up into each of these. But I'll have to do that. Go and get the wife now, but she won't want to be filmed, so we'll have to do it off film and then I'll come back. So we've got them pieces into the bottoms. So this piece is slid down over the top of the other and it's got bolts either side. So just bolting up this side now. I'm gonna get the bolts in the bottom here. And then I've got these pieces that are going to go in between these. That hurt me here. This one any better? Do it like that. I think I can hook the end over there. That'll stop it smacking me in the ear. Can't see this because the camera's picking it up pretty good, lighting and everything, but it is pretty dark, so I'm gonna have to leave it here, but I'll carry on with this tomorrow after work. So yeah, so I'll be back with you in just a few seconds. Right, so I just finished work, so we'll get back at it. Bit cloudier and duller today, well, this evening. So hopefully, I want to try and get it completely finished. So first thing I'm going to do, I've squared it up. I got the wife to hold the other end of the tape measure, and we've squared it up from corner to corner, so that's right. So now I'm going to be bolting it down to the ground. I have skipped putting them corners in, the brackets hold them down. That is the very last stage. But really I should be at 7 here, so I'm hoping that's not going to bite me in the butt later. I think this part doing the roof is probably going to be the worst bit. Look who's watching us. What I'm going to do is put you on time lapse, but I know that these first bits of roofing are going to be the crucial ones to make it end up right at the sides, so I hope I get it right. So this stuff has really slowed me down. I reckon that in the time it takes me to get this stuff off one panel, I could have had probably 3 panels fitted. Probably even more. So I'm not going to get this done tonight. So I think once I get this final one across the top, I think that'll be it for tonight, because it won't be long before it starts getting dark again.
It's looking good.
Yeah, it should be alright. All it is the top, so it just comes round there to I think to about here, yeah. Just a carport thing to keep stuff, you know, work under or keep the cars. So yeah, should be alright.
So yeah, the concrete set well as well.
Yeah, that. I don't want to do that again though. That was right knackering.
Right, yeah. Big old area to concrete.
Yeah, I can see why people get it delivered in, you know, with a truck and pumped.
Yeah.
But at least it's done. Has to have this horrible tape. Hope it is waterproof. They've sent it and they said put it on the joint on the top on the outside to waterproof the joint so it don't leak inside where they meet up. But so it won't look that good, I don't think, with that on from the outside. But I'll have to do it for now. Okay, I'll see you at the next opportunity. So it might be tomorrow if it don't rain, or if it don't rain too bad, or possibly Sunday, but we'll see. But anyway, for you it'll be in a second. So see you in a bit. Okay, so here we are, next day on the Saturday. The weather was a bit dull and looked like it's going to rain this morning, but now it looks like it's brightening up a bit. If you see something flying around here, there's a wasp around. So the first thing I'm going to do is get this tape off if I can, because it looks horrible. I think the best way to do it, this morning I bought some sealer, and I think I'm going to seal underneath the panel so when it goes down the sealer's hidden, because this looks horrible. So yeah, I don't know how they thought this would be alright, because it would just have these black lines down the sides, but it will look horrible. So what I'm going to do is undo these screws, lift it up, sealer underneath, and then it can go back on. What I want to do is check to see if I heat it up, if I can get this film off easier, because that'll be better if it comes off. So I bought this morning, a heat gun, Parkside heat gun. I have got a heat gun somewhere, but why find it when you can buy a cheap one while you're out shopping? Then I'll have 2. It's always good to have a spare. You would have thought it would help, wouldn't you? Not anything noticeable at the minute. Right, I'm going to stick you on time lapse. got half of it done, so got it pretty good. It's lined up nice on here, on this near the metal rails, so it lines up the same all the way along. So we've got it nice and straight. So there's just this other side to do, but I'm not going to be able to get that done today. So what I'm doing, because it takes so long to peel them, these, they give you 4 of these for sort of stiffening it up. But they have them on the outside like that. But these ones at this end, I'm going to put like that, because they won't be in the way there. One there, and then one over there like that. Then the ones at this end, these will have to come out. So there'll have to be one there, and then I can see if I've got enough room to squeeze one in there as well. Because I'm not going to be very keen on these sticking out here, I think what I'm going to have to do here, because the plan is to take all this up and have gravel down there, but I think I'm going to have one there, and then I think I'm going to have a big planter with a big plant in front of it to hide it, because I think they look pretty ugly. Okay, that's it for today. So hopefully I'll be back at it tomorrow. It might be raining, but we'll see. Here we are next morning. So I don't think I can do anything just yet. We'll have to see if it brightens up a bit later. Got a leak there, so I've marked it. And then a little drip there. They're the only ones I can find. I'm not surprised. You've got to get a really good seal on these, because if you see how these are laid, they're like a trough, so I bet they're sort of filling, getting loads of water in and then taking it down, so they're all acting like a gutter. Dried up a bit so we can get these in. So I've got them setting up. Got that one, and then one over here. So now what I'm going to do is use some of this clear seal, and we're going to use it on the 2 bits that were leaking under here. So that one's still got some moisture there, so I'll have to put something in to get it out. This one that was really running, just there, that stopped leaking, so I'll dry that out. So I'm going to seal them, and then that's it for today. I'm going to have a bit of a rest this afternoon. I can feel it, all these days of doing this work. But what I will be doing is peeling all them panels off. So what is there? There's going to be loads. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. There's at least 12, I think. So that's going to take some time. So that's what I'm going to do. So we'll be back in just a second. See if there's any left in here. Might have run out. Just making a little wall of it all the way along. Slide that across, just holding it off the sealer, up off the sealer, and then when I get level with the one above it, then I can drop it down. So they'll be getting screwed there, and then what I do is screw these down as well to hold all that down. Get supplied with this rubber edging to push over the sharp ends of the panels, and it's pretty malleable, so it's not that bad at putting on. I think I will put a bit of silicone here and there just to keep it there though, because if I end up brushing any snow or anything off here, off the ends, it'll fetch it off. So there it is, complete. All fixed down, all the bolts, all the nuts are tightened up. The edging's on. So we'll just have to see how it copes with the storms. Okay, measurements. So this is 4.4 meters long and 3 meters wide, but actually it's 3,100 mil from the outside of that bar to that one. These are 40 mil by 40 mil thick, and the tube, the actual bar, it's not massively thick, but it's not bad. It's not too bad. It's coated in a black coating that seems to be quite strong, you know, quite a good coating. These roof panels, they're about the thickness of a biscuit tin, or not much thicker. They're not as thick as the, you know, really good roof panels, but it should be alright, unless we have massive hail. See what this is. So height in the middle, to the underneath of the roof is 2,450. Is that right? Yeah, 2,450. So that is 96 inches. And at the sides, 2010. So if you go 2010 there and about 2,400 there. So it's nice height. And to these bits going across, it is 2,260. So that's it, done. Hope the video was of use to you if you're interested in a carport or a shelter. But anyway, if you like the video, if you could give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe. And I'll see you next time in the workshop. Take care.